talked about, you prepare some of your own meals sometimes when you're traveling. So let's talk more about that and food, because that's a big part about maintaining a healthier lifestyle when you're not in the comfort of your own home. So what about airplane food?
Well, in recent years, I have started requesting for vegetarian options, even though I'm not vegetarian. But I think I just think that when we travel, we don't eat enough fruits and vegetables. And I feel that just having that is usually much lighter, is easier to digest, and I don't feel too full or too, uncomfortable, especially we are seated for a long time. And one of the tips that I learned from Tun Mahathir, this was years ago, I read an interview of his, and someone asked him, how do you stay slim, when you go to so many events and functions like every day and you have to eat because they prepare something for you. So he said that don't stop eating when you're full, stop when you're no longer hungry. So I think that's a really good thing, especially when you're on the plane, especially like, you get, acid reflux and, you're not moving so much and not digesting well. So I don't necessarily need to finish the food, but I will keep like the bun or whatever that they have, or have a hot drink in between, just to make sure that I'm fed, and not stuff myself so much.
And you don't get to the point where you're just so hungry and then you just binge eat.
Yes,
right?
That's right. Like I was traveling just at 6 months, and I went to Düsseldorf and I went to Amsterdam, and it was a really long flight to London first before the transit. And thankfully, when I got to London, there were like some decent restaurants at the airport, and you never know if the flight got delayed, or you're sitting on the plane for like 2 hours before they have to take off, and then you're hungry and there's no food. So what I've been doing, especially now that I'm pregnant, is that I always buy food. Like I buy bananas, I buy packets of nuts, like oat crackers.
Before you go to the airport.
Or at the airport. I just, when you're on transit. So I got like oatmeal porridge and some bananas and just grabbed them. And true enough, our flight was slightly delayed. We were stuck on the plane. I was just eating and basically eating a lot. Like I have to eat every 3 hours. So make sure that they are healthy, they're easy to digest, and it gives you energy. And I don't feel so weighed down by just so much meat or carbs. Yeah, so that's a really good thing that I've been practicing. Another thing is Benson and I have a habit that every time when we arrive anywhere, we always hit the supermarket. We would check out what kind of food they have, and that's where I stock up on yogurt, on bananas, fruits
all
that's
the
easy,
foods.
easy to carry with me, or like crackers, and make sure that my room always has food. And I always have them with me so that anytime I'm hangry, I don't have to interrupt this museum tour, and I can just grab a bite. So that's really, very important. Making sure that you have your vitamins is also very important, to make sure that we are eating, enough for the baby. Another thing is, I cannot stress the importance of breakfast, especially when you're traveling. So when you stay in a hotel, even though if the hotel is very, very basic, I would just grab make sure that I have all my fruits and vegetables, juices, and make sure I have lots of them at breakfast, in case if I go somewhere. For example, you could be in a small town in China, right? You can't find anything but I don't know, just it's not always easy. So I make sure at breakfast I'm actually like taking in a lot of like fresh and healthy food, and I'll grab some yogurt and I'll carry it with me, or make a sandwich with egg mayo and just pack them and just carry with me. So that's really, really important for me, especially now.